who hate the police. I know there's a lot of people who don't. I just want to do what's right.
You don't know.
I feel like I joined this job for the right reason.
I'm going to say there's some good officers in the job,
I am man with it.
right? Like yourself, what you're speaking. But what I must say is, do not feel bullied in a job where the ones at the top shut you down. And I'll tell you why I know that. Because I have a family member who was in the job, and they become a whistleblower. And they were in the job for 27 years, detective ranking. And they see a lot of changes, and they see a lot of cover-ups. And when they spoke out, they tried to discredit it. And this officer, should I say, had commendations, loads of them. Hold on.
He saved lives and he helps people.
Yes, but at the same time, you know,
I'm
you're
be
just.
honest, I was
But at the same time,
very far away.
At the same time, officer, you're just one of many few. Like your fellow colleague here, yeah? But sometimes, when you see something, do the right thing.
Yeah, I think we need to support each other more, community, and love thy neighbour. It's getting times are getting quite difficult these days.
Yeah. Do you feel the public have lost their faith in the police force now? Since the Wayne cousins and other things that have happened over the years, and
honestly, I feel desperately upset in regards to policing and the damage that these criminals, this scum, has done to policing. And I think policing, like you said, is a very good thing. You know, we don't police by force. The police that I imagined when I was a child, when I was young, it's just sad how people have lost so much confidence because of these animals that have ruined it.
But when you refer to animals, what are we talking about here? Just
like cousins
and people in the government as well, maybe. That you can't. I won't put it to you, but I'm just saying, people in the government in higher places are getting away with a lot of things they've done to the public, and nothing gets done. And that's what I think when the public has lost. I know you can't. But other people are noticing it. One rule for one rule for another. And don't we live in a fair world where we should all be looking out for each other, like you said?
Yeah, we should.
You've got a family probably you go home to when you're out of your uniform, and it's just a different world because your family are probably being affected as well, you know. But you get up every morning and think, what's my day going to be like? Am I going to have a nice day, or is the day going to be a hard one, or am I going to witness different things? Because it's never the same. I know. But at the same time, you know, you don't know whether it's your last day in the job as well, going out and something happens to you yourself.
If it is my last day, then it's my time. That's what they say.
Yeah.
You know, I just say I try and live my life well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I try and look after people as best I can.
Yeah.
You know, and I try and do right.
Yeah.
And I don't live my life filled with anger and hate. You know, and I just want to go out and help people.
Good.
That's it. You know, the reason I joined the job is because my friend at the time, he got robbed.
Okay.
He was working at Tesco's. And he got, I know, Tesco's of all places. And he got held up by a guy with a knife.
Yeah.
And afterwards I noticed like quite a dramatic change in him. So he became quite a lot more of a paranoid person.
Yeah.
And I was chatting to my old man of all people on Facebook.
Yeah.
A lot of older generations still use Facebook, so I used it as well. And I just saw sort of met police, like one of those adverts for it.
Bless him, proper copper. Look,
Oh,
people are respecting you for what you're saying. You're speaking your truth, and that's lovely to see. There's not many of you like this in this job, you know. And I don't want to put you on the spot because I know, you know, that other people might not like what you say, but you just speak your truth. You're here for a short time. Let what you feel out, and do not feel suppressed in a job where ones at the top can always say, you know, we see this, or, you know, don't feel that way because I love you, man.
oh, thank you very much.
Very good.
Look at that,
Thanks.
guys. You know, all of us, you're all our brothers and sisters, every one
Thank
of
you.
us. and we all need to unite together. But
agree with
we
that.
also need a police force that will arrest the criminals, like these paedophiles as well.
I'm saying there's nothing better than catching a burglar.
No, the paedophiles you really need to catch. The burglars are, are not as good as the paedophiles. The paedophiles are the children.
On us as response officers, we don't usually all that sort of stuff's investigated by detectives.
Yeah.
Like
One of my family friends was involved in sexual offences, and they went to a job and they arrested these people at a sex party. Yeah, this is the truth. And there was an old man in bed with two 14-year-old children, right, naked. When they arrested him, they couldn't interview him because he's under the influence, and they were told leave him till the morning. They come in the morning to deal with him, the detective did, and the prisoner's not there. And they said to the sergeant, where's my prisoner? And the sergeant said it's okay, they're dealing with it at the top. Turns out it was a top judge in London who walked. Real truth. And that was someone in the job 27 years. And they had enough. And I think it's terrible to see if we're in a job, we've got to speak truth.
No, definitely true.
When
I
you
make
don't-
no excuses for the people who have wronged this job, I've got to say.
But there's a lot of children going missing, and no children get told that we don't see nothing on the news. All we see is conquer and divide people. It's done this. It's the Muslims, it's the Christians, it's the Jews. Hold on. Let's hear about what they've been doing with the children, because ain't the children our future? Ain't the children our people? We should be keeping an eye on. I remember when I was a child growing up at school, we used to have the police come in our school, and they used to come in and they used to teach you about what they do, and as a children, and we learned. But wasn't it interesting to see how the children were frightened of the police from a child?
It used to be that way, yeah.
Yeah. So was it a tactic to put fear in us from a early day when we were children? Was you fearful of the police when you was young?
I don't know whether it had somewhere to do whether I grew up, but
Yeah.
I was always a little bit. Yeah, I'd say there was a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of fear.
But this is why.
Not that I'd done anything wrong,
No,
but I don't know, I just felt...
You've got a
felt
beautiful
secure.
smile, by the way,
Oh, thank
officer.
you, thank
Yeah,
you.
I like that. But it's so nice to interact. And I don't know whether these guys are listening, but isn't it nice to see a genuine police officer?
That's
What do you think?
That's a very old school.
Right?
When you had the old school Bobby on the beat,
Yeah.
you come in your local area.
I like this because I like to have conversations with people, and community policing is very damaged to me. So it's just nice to have a chat with repair it, at least claw back a little.
To have that connection with the public.
What do you think, brother? Good police officer, this one, speaking his truth here.
I'm listening, I don't know what he said.
Yeah, no, he's telling us about what he thinks of the world and what's going on, and he agrees. We need to do something
Look
together.
after each other, I
Look
say.
after each
That's
other.
it.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Thank you,
Support each
officer.
other where you can.
Yeah.
Look after your family. And try and live a good life.
That's true.
I'd say.
Do you enjoy this
Respectable.
being out and about?
100%.
Weighs down
A lot of paperwork. A lot of paperwork. It seems to be increasing, if anything. I'm not sure what it was back in the 70s and 80s. I heard it was a bit less back then.
But now you've got more regulations.
There's so much.
So you've got to write a lot more stuff than you used to.
Oh, so much so. It's mountainous, to be honest. Even for the smallest little things. I mean, if I shout at somebody,
You have to report that.
that's force. So that has to be recorded as well.
And do you think we'll ever get back to the good old days of policing, physically policing, being present on the streets,
Find the good old days.
and building that